else is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped.
Hey! Hey, there's a soundtrack! There's a soundtrack to the American dream! I'm having so much fun, and I don't need a permit. I don't need a license. I get all my rights from God, is clearly, unambiguously outlined in the sacred U.S. Constitution. And I am so lucky. One of the most inspiring forces in my life is that I have a love affair with the heroes of the U.S. military, literally a love affair. I'm on the phone with them every day. Greg Stubbe just got married down in Key West, an Army Ranger, a Green Beret. John Wayne Waldy and so many great, great heroes that have sacrificed so dearly, and we never, ever forget that we owe them every day of happiness we have in the United States of America, because good over evil is the only system by which security and your American dream could possibly be made available. So we have another here. There's another blood brother, an all-American roustabout, Robert Gonzalez Jr. Robert Gonzalez, can you hear me on this technology, sir?
Yes, sir, I sure can.
Where are you at right now, Robert?
I am here in Waco, Texas.
Oh, no, we're neighbors. Maybe we should get some barbecue down at Hellberg's. You ever been to Hellberg's barbecue?
I have, and they are actually sponsoring our meal for when we pull into Waco, and I'll go in to do a little bit of explaining about that one.
Now, see, my instincts, I had no idea that that connection was there, but my instincts are so pure because I'm 76 years clean and sober. So the radar that God gave me picks up on all the details, whether they're available or not. So number one, Robert, we met when we did a little benefit thing and a celebration of the heroes in Waco. It was the year before last, right?
It was last year.
Yeah, and Calvin Ross, we got there, I played the national anthem and hugged and kissed, and I gave away some hats, and I thanked everybody. You know that your average American knows that freedom is not free, and the average American knows that the bureaucracies have been so corrupt and so deceitful over the years. But I want an update since you're bringing awareness. Now, you're going coast to coast. Are you walking? Are you wheeling? How are you doing this to getting all this attention to help the veterans?
So right now we've got 3 different challenges. This year we have Texas, which is in May, the one that you came and played for us with.
I'm going to be there for the one in May.
All right. We would love that. We actually would love to have you back again, and the guys really enjoyed seeing you there.
I feel the love.
So we're going to ride from San Antonio to Dallas. That's in May. And then in July, we're riding from Frankfurt, Germany to Paris, France. And then October is basically Santa Cruz to Port Hueneme in California.
Is there a website that we can put on the screen that people can go to find out this information, all the great stuff you guys are doing?
Yes, sir. So it is www.weareprojecthero.com. They can go in there, they can look around and see all the things that we do. As far as that's concerned, we would love to, I know I would love to do a coast to coast. We've heard rumors, but we haven't been officially been told that that might happen, but it would be fun to do a coast to coast bicycle ride.
Well, we're going to put that website on our after we post production, and we're also going to promote it constantly because it's a nonstop endeavor. But you're going from Frankfurt to Paris, so that means you got to fly all the way across the pond. And when you say ride, do you have motorcycles over there? How do you do this?
No, sir. So we ride bicycles. um, Last year, I think I clocked a little over 6,000 miles, 6,147. My goal this year is 7,000. So
God
I want to
bless you,
break the
man.
7K mark. I tell you, bicycling has been something for me that has just changed my life. I I used to weigh about 350 pounds. I'm down to about 185, 190.
Good for you.
Uh,
You were huge.
yeah, I was huge. I was a fat body. And so I also have had 9 back surgeries and 4 knee surgeries as a result of my injuries sustained in the Navy. Um, I got very depressed, very suicidal, and Project Hero is what saved me. I saw these guys coming through Waco one day and was like, man, I think I could do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. And what really inspired me was I saw a guy who had no use of his lower limbs, and he was riding a hand cycle bike.
Wow.
And so I thought to myself, if that guy could do it, I can do it.
That's very inspiring. So, I was there. I've done so many of these different events, and Project Hero. I mean, you got to be careful where you throw around the word hero. But every time I've gone to a veterans event, I do it with Delta Force and the Navy SEALs and the Army Rangers and the Green Berets and all these different outfits, every imaginable, all the branches of the U.S. military. A survivor of the Bataan Death March, Robert, invited me, said he wanted to meet me before he died. So we shared a campfire in New Mexico. A survivor of Pearl Harbor wanted to meet me because they've all witnessed my big mouth celebrating the Constitution, which is why you made your sacrifices. Those words have iron. They settle in your spirit. And when you go to take on the enemy, it's that oath that drives you. But then you come back and the VA has been up and down, hit and miss. But it's your fellow veterans that embrace you. It's your fellow veterans that give you, I have goosebumps just talking about it because I've seen it so many times, but it literally saves veterans' life because sometimes you get so depressed you think everyone has abandoned you. And now you know that no one has abandoned you. The people love you, your fellow vets love you, and the good people at the VA, they love you. You know that now, don't you? And that's the word you're spreading, isn't it?
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. It when you take that uniform off for the last time, it's like a piece of your identity is lost. You don't know where to go. And that causes you to go into these, I used to call them funks, but it caused me to go into these funks where I, was depressed because I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to turn to. And, I have a lot of civilian friends that never served and they're great and I love them to death. But sometimes it's kind of hard for them to understand the things that we went through or the things that we had to see and do. So it's nice to have my fellow veterans sitting right next to me riding a bike, and we're able to talk about things and process things. And it's as simple as having a dude humor joke. I mean, it's something about riding a bike and laughing is reminds me of being a kid again.
Hallelujah, riding bikes and laughing. I'm really good at both, by the way. I'm especially the laughing part. Laughter is a huge part of my life.
Join us and
I plan on it. Absolutely. Well, Robert, number one, we love you. You know that we're here for you. This is just a small token, just having you on this communication podcast, Real America's Voice. But it's called Real America's Voice. And Robert, you and the veterans are the definitive Real American's Voice because you've been to the edge. Some of you have gone over the edge, and we're going to try to save the heroes that provide the American dream. So never forget, and you know how to get a hold of me. I'm going to do my best to join you when you come through Waco. I'm not coming to Paris or Frankfurt, too far away for me. You've gone 6,000 miles on your bike. I've gone like 100,000 miles rocking and rolling, so I've had it with traveling. But for you guys, I will travel. So thank you for coming on and sharing your story, because your story, it's universal out there. There's thousands, tens of thousands of you, of Robert Gonzalez Jr. that needed a reach out, that needed a spirit, patriotic, hell-raising, all-American kicker hug. And that's what we offer you every day. God bless you, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope to see you at Waco, and hope we'll get together maybe at Hellberg's, even around that event. So everybody, we're going to put it on the screen. We are projecthero.org. We are projecthero.org. Are you guys sure it's org or com? Project. We are projecthero.org. Well, Robert Gonzalez Jr., what the people wonder why I'm so uppity and so energized and so positive and so spirited and so defiant and so alive. Back in the 60s, I didn't know anything about anything, because I graduated from an American high school, but I knew I loved the music, and I knew that Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley and Little Richard and the Motown Funk Brothers and all my black heroes had a defiance to their music for standing up for what they believe in. And Robert Gonzalez Jr. and all these wonderful military charities, find the military charity in your region. Go, I don't know how you find it, but find them. We're going to put them on here, but God bless the heroes of the military. We're going to put an end to the suicides. We're going to bring much biking and much laughter into their lives. And thank you, everybody here at Real America's Voice, Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Go to Real America Voice, Shemaine Nugent's Faith and Freedom. Tell everybody you know that truth, logic, and common sense is alive and well, because we are real hell-raising Americans. I love you people. Have a great weekend.